All right, what is up, guys? We are here with an update to Fire Commander. If you're new here, welcome. Really quick, before we jump into some of the new features, if you're new here, thanks for being here. And real quick, just to start off, if you're new, the first thing you're going to want to do is come over here when you first open the game is and change your population. You can change it to whatever you want. Okay, that's the first thing you do. The second thing you're going to want to do is place your station. I'm just going to set this for there, just right there, for example. And then after you place your station, don't click anywhere else again. If you start setting stations everywhere, this won't work. You're going to want to come over and click draw coverage and make sure that highlights. And then you're going to draw your coverage. One of the new updates is now I have this line here so you can see where you are drawing your coverage area. Once you've completed drawing your coverage area, you can either come down here and click finish zone, but this little line will follow you till it's off the map. What I recommend is either going down here and clicking that or just clicking enter on your keyboard. And you'll be able to input your population for that district. And it subtracts from your total. So if I did 50,000, you could see here I still have 50,000 remaining that I could place out of the 100,000 people that I've put into this city. And that impacts your call volume in that coverage area. So if I had, three other stations with only 10,000 people in it or whatever, and this one had 50,000, um, then obviously station one would get most of the calls. So I'm just doing this for example. Um, Now after you've put all your stations and coverage areas down, you can come over here to the left and you'll add your units that you want to add. And the first version that I had out, you only had the choice between these four, and I've now added rescue, brush truck, and a squad. As in the first version, you can send these units to whatever calls you want, and it'll work. It's really up to you. So I'll just add this one for fun. All right, once you have completed adding all your units, like before, you could increase or decrease your call volume, which will show the estimated calls for that shift over here. So if I, wanted to play at 4x, I'd get a, around 43 calls. That's just an estimate. It could be a little less than that. It could be more than that. It just depends because it's all auto-generated calls for you. I've also added some new calls to this version. I won't spoil it for you guys. You guys can see them on your own. Some of them are rare. They won't pop up all the time, but there are new calls. Um, and then the same here. If you want to speed up your game, you could do that. I just recommend playing on 1x though. And I also recommend just playing on call volume 1x. Just for the purpose of this tutorial though, I'm going to do that 4x so I could show you guys a call. I've added some new voices here that you could also play as if you want. So the dispatching voice will change now. You could also have the option to just turn it off. Um, so I will show you guys a call here. Let me speed it up as well so we could get one on the board. So a new feature too while we're waiting for a call to pop up. Um, Let me pause. Is in the older version, if you scrolled, you lost your coverage area. Basically, would this green outlining area would move and then it'd throw off your map. Now it's stitched to the map to when you draw it, so it's not gonna move around and get all wonky on you. You could zoom out and click on calls if you want, like that, or you could just come down here, which I recommend just coming down here and clicking on it, depending on how many stations and units you have. If you're just playing with a few stations, you probably can just click on the dots. Um, but I like to click down here. And like I said, you could click on whoever you want. I'll just click on three.
Engine 1, Brush 1, Medic 1, respond to fall victim, in District 1.
So one of the things I changed also with the voice was now you can, or now the dispatcher will say the type of call and the district they're responding to. In the old version, just said the district they're responding to. It would say the units and then the district's responding to. Now it says the units, the call type, and the district they're responding to. I've also increased some of the timer stuff. So the ETA is just a little bit longer. On-scene time for certain calls is longer. So your structure fires are going to be longer than obviously your medical calls. And the return time is just a little bit longer. And then when the medic transports on medical calls, it'll be a little bit longer as well. Just so that way it doesn't seem like your units are showing up and then clearing the call really fast. Um, so those are the features in this new update. If you're new, the link to the game will be in the description. It's on the Epic Game Store. Um, check it out if you like it. Leave me a comment, give me some feedback, let me know what you guys think. Other than that, enjoy it. Thanks, guys.